Well, hey guys and gals, welcome back to another episode here on the Blockheadz server. Today is episode 58 and we're in season 2 here. What I'm doing here is I'm filling an 8x8x8 hole full of TNT, and I'm going to set this off. Why am I doing this? Other than the fact that I'm crazy? Well, I definitely am crazy. But the reason that I'm doing this is because I want to build a big giant cave underneath the ground. And I was thinking about maybe using a beacon to dig this out. But I want to basically dig this ravine out that way in such a way that it kind of looks like a big old cave, like maybe some people are living underground. Maybe there's going to be a big lake in the middle. Maybe there's going to be like some natural stone formations inside of it that kind of reach up to the ceiling. And so I want to build that, and I want to put like farms and stuff in there. And by farms, I mean like actual like, you know, things in the ground, not like redstone-based farms. But just kind of have like a really big cave area. But what I want to know is what you guys want on the top part of this. And so by the top, I mean like on the surface there, because you guys voted for me to build in a dark oak forest, which I am technically in, but I've been building underground. Hey, excuse me, pardon me, which I'm technically in, but I don't really know what to build on the surface. So I was kind of thinking of going with sort of like an elven theme, like maybe the elves live up there. And maybe they also live down here in this cave a little bit. That's kind of what I was gonna think about. But I want you guys to share in the comments what you would think, if you like the elven idea, or if you want me to go with some sort of like a modern sort of thing, or maybe you have some other random idea that you would be really cool. But if you put that in the comments, I would really appreciate that, because I'm not really 100% sure what I want to do up there, and I'm more wanting to do what you guys would like to see. Anyway, I'm going to continue to fill this giant room full of TNT. Moo is actually on kind of right now. And he said that I shouldn't do it with redstone because that's a sissy move to do. So I'm just going to light it with my flint and steel. Okay, we have pretty much 8 stacks of TNT here. And here we go. Ah! Run! Oh, jeez. Is it going to go? Oh, there it goes. Wait, what happened? Nothing so far. I've heard 2 explosions. 3, 4. Oh, it's going. Something weird's happening. I may have crashed the server. I'm like in permanent flight mode right now. Okay, so evidently we crashed the entire server, and I started digging out the TNT. Because I'm going to do this a different way. Psychotic Moo suggested that I go ahead and do like about a stack at a time instead of 8 stacks at once. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to go ahead and do 1 stack, and then I'm going to kind of line the walls with it, with the TNT that is, and then detonate in a successive series of detonations and see what we can get out of that. And then that way I should have a little bit more control over what the thing looks like. And it might be better in the end anyway. But yeah. I tried this in a survival world just to like in my defense, and it blew up just fine. But apparently on a server that's like a totally different situation. So yeah. We're going to do this a different way. So I have 1 stack set up. And I had to go get my flint and steel because it like the server like reset to a point before I had even done that part. So that's funny. And we're just gonna light this off here and see how it goes. I'm actually gonna put a couple of blocks here and here just to kind of give me a little protection. And then here we go. 1, 2. Okay, there we go. Run away. All right, there we go. Let's see what it looks like. Ooh, wow, that's a decent sized hole. That's a much bigger hole than I was anticipating. I think this is going to work. Let's go ahead and just kind of line up a couple of stacks more and see how it goes. I'm completely out of TNT, so I think we're going to stop here with the TNT use. But what I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to set up a beacon somewhere in here, probably near the middle-ish of this build. It's not really a build, it's more of a hole in the ground for mobs to spawn. That's really what it is. I basically built a big mob spawner. I tried to light it up pretty well, but yeah, what I'm going to do is put a beacon in the middle here, and then we're going to use the Haste 2 Efficiency 5 pickaxe beacon thing to kind of carve this out a little bit more, and maybe not necessarily carve it out, but just to kind of shape it a little bit. And I really like this, how it kind of goes into this ravine that was here. Ooh, it's a twin. They're twins. Oh, you guys, really? Go away. Anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna smooth it out. I'm probably gonna make most of it about level 20, whatever this level is that my the bottom of this ravine is. What is this? This is a 24. So probably most of it is going to end up being around 24 blocks deep. I might have some areas that are going to be a little taller than that, and some areas that are going to be a little bit more sunken. But for the most part, it's going to be about 24. But I need to get that beacon set up first. So that means I need a beacon, and I need to figure out where to put it. And I also need to What was that? I also need to punch a hole in the roof, is what I was trying to say. Some sort of a hole somewhere to make it so that I can get the beacon, part of the beacon to go through the beacon. Okay, so the first thing that I've had to do here is tear down this wall that was sort of in between the ravine that I've been building in and the new cave area. And that has taken some time. I did do some flattening here, and then there's like a big hole underneath this area that I wanted to fill in, just because I kind of wanted to make at least the front part of this thing a little bit flatter, so that when you're down here, when you come down here, you know, this area is relatively flat, and there's going to be like, you know, farmland and maybe some houses and stuff in here. So I'm just kind of trying to shape the cave a little bit more that I couldn't quite do with the TNT. I didn't want to get the TNT too close to my actual base here. So I left kind of that wall in between, which I'm currently tearing out. So it's going pretty well. What I really want to be able to do is see, like when I'm down here, be able to see the this hole right here in the ceiling. Almost like that's where the sort of the cave like started, and then it sort of etched its way out inside of here. It's kind of what I'm going for, but it's kind of taking some extra effort to get rid of this just bunch of just blocks. There's just a bunch of blocks there. They need to go. Oh, and I should also explain the numbers all over the ground. That's another mod that I have installed called Mini HUD, and it allows me to put these light numbers on the ground. I can also turn them off just by hitting a hotkey there. And so what it allows me to do is just see like where mobs are spawning and see like what the light levels are. Really is helpful for this kind of thing, just to be able to put the torches where they need to go to kind of keep me a little bit safer, because I did die once and almost died about 5 times. Actually, I died twice just from mobs just kind of falling on me and crowding me and just generally being mobs. I flattened quite a bit of it out. I got rid of most of the wall. I think it's looking pretty good. I might cut this down a little bit more, but honestly, like it kind of, like this ravine like kind of goes up that way, so I might cut it back. I don't know what I'm going to do right there, but I might cut some of this down actually. But you can kind of see that the hole where you can go up into the overworld up there, and that's really nice. Oh boy. That almost took my life. Yeah. Ow. Anyway, I think he blew up right there. Yeah, so I have to light some things up, of course, but I was just kind of experimenting with adding some grass in here. And I think what I'm going to do is kind of like patches of grass and patches of moss. Oh boy. They're just raining mobs. I wasn't doing that before I started recording, of course. I had it pretty well lit up in here. And now, ooh, is that a glowy squid? It is a glowy squid. Look at that. A nice little glowy squid. I should probably eat before I go over here. Oh, yeah. Look at him. He gloweth. He's glowing. Oh, he's dying, too. That's no good. Gotta hit him with my looting sword before he dies. Okay, shoot. Well, dude, did we get the, no. My inventory's full anyway, so I was hoping to get the little glow sack. But, yeah, I think this is looking pretty darn good. It's looking pretty darn good. I'm pretty happy with it. I think I'd like to cut away a little bit more of the stone right there, and maybe cut away a little more stone right there. But for the most part, this is what I was hoping for, and this is looking really good. So quite a bit. It's a little bit different than what I had envisioned, but it's still, it's working. It's working, and I like it. And what are you doing? Excuse me. How would you like a netherite sword in the face? There you go. I'm tripping. Okay, you can really see like that layer of slabs that I didn't put on the top of that thing. But I think the base kind of looks cool now. Now that you can kind of see it from afar. I like it. Okay, well, they've got quite a bit done here. Quite a bit. I actually couldn't sleep last night. My tummy was hurting, my stomach, for some reason. I ate some bad food or something. And anyway, so I just was working last night, like insomniac. And I did quite a bit. I put quite a bit of the grass in here. So this is actually the grass. That's just regular grass blocks. And then this right here, of course, is the moss block. So I did quite a bit of moss and grass, and I think it's looking really good. I also took out a little bit of this section right here. It looks like I need to take out a little bit more to make that look right. And then I took out a little bit more over here. And I also edited a little bit just kind of around in the world, just to kind of make things look a little better and reduce the spawning that is occurring up kind of high. Up high, there's lots of little nooks and crannies and stuff where guys can still spawn and fall down on me. I want to get rid of this right here, this ledge. It just looks sort of awkward, and I know it's part of the ravine, this thing right here, but it's just really awkward, and I don't like it, and I'm going to take that out. I put some glow berries on the ceiling as well. Some of these glow vines, or just the cave vines, or whatever they're called. I kind of put some patches here and there just to see what they would look like. And so I put a patch there, and I think I need to do more of that. And I'm not sure what to do with this stuff, but I think what I'm going to do is mine some more deep slate and throw some cobbled deep slate, because like you can kind of see it in my base here, like right in there. Like if I throw some cobbled deep slate in on the ceiling and on the walls and stuff, I think that's going to look really good. All right, and it took a while, but I have replaced all of the granite and diorite that I could find with some smooth slate, deep slate, deep slate. And I'm thinking it's looking really good, really, really good. There's a lot of deep slate just kind of piled around in different places. I think I got rid of almost all of the spawnable blocks. There's still some torches around on the edges. I haven't really decided what to do with that yet. As these vine thingies grow, it should provide some more lighting here and there. And I'm kind of thinking that maybe I need to take out some, especially kind of more in these more concentrated packs like there and there, because it seems like they're just going to keep growing until they hit the ground. So I think that less is more with these things a little bit. But hey, he's following me around. Anyway, yeah. Oh, and then also I did the mouth of the cave. Of course it's dark now and you can't see it, but let me show you that in the daylight. Okay, there it is in the daylight. And you might not remember, but there was quite a bit of dirt up there, and there was kind of like this awkward spot where it was like cut like as like a right angle and stuff. And I actually dug out more of the dirt and it kind of opened this opening up a little bit more. And it looks pretty cool from here, but it looks even better from up above on the surface here. So if we fly up and land hopefully somewhere, there we go. Let me remove this block anyway. Yeah, if you check it out from the surface, what it is kind of tried to kind of carve it back so that it kind of looked like, you know, a little bit more of like a cave mouth than just kind of like a hole in the grass. Oh no. Oh boy. Oh goodness. I want to build like a thing that takes us down around and then probably over to there where we can come down and then go into our base. Like you could get there by walking. I probably won't use it that much, but I definitely want it to be there just in case. All right, so I started building that thing and I got about 10 blocks down and I decided, nope, I don't want to do that. I actually have another way to get in here that I forgot that I've never shown you guys. And that is this entrance right here. Basically, I dug a little hole through here into this cave system. And this is when I kind of was first playing around with the moss blocks and the mechanic of being able to replace stone with the moss blocks using bone meal. And so what I've got here actually is some more granite to get rid of. But I've got this pathway actually that I built, and I put these little glowberries and stuff in it. And this goes all the way back to the portal. And so it comes down here, and we've got this nice little river effect kind of going on in here. And it comes down this way. And then off this direction is actually where I've been mining all the deep slate. And then also like down over here, there's a couple of lava pools, and then I mine deep slate down there. Anyway, coming back up this direction and then going this way, I've got little signs even that say main entrance. So then you go this way, you go this way. Now this is what I need to work on, because right now all you do is you swim up this thing. But what I want to do is I want to put slabs like around it and like have like some kind of like a stair, like a spiral stair going up. I think that would be really cool. And then coming up this way, and then over here, and la 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 la, just more of the same. La 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 la. There is one. Oh, no, that's not it. Right here. I want to put like a little pond in here, and I want to like really decorate these caves like this. I don't know if I want to leave the granite and stuff. I don't know how much of that I want to replace. But then we have like a little bit of a dripstone area right here that's really cool. And then, yeah, this actually had water over and below it. So, yeah, it looks really cool. Anyway, then this area, and we're getting close to the entrance. But I just wanted to show you kind of the whole thing so you could see what I'm talking about. And then it comes in here. And then we're pretty close to the surface, and I believe it's nighttime. Yeah. And then it comes out right here. And then I'm not going to go out there just because of the mob situation in the dark here. But there's the portal. And so what I wanted to do is to make this kind of like the main entrance to my base. And then you have to walk this whole thing and go through all of this in order to get to the cave. I got this little thing started here, this little staircase down. This was the water that was coming down and falling where we were going to build this sort of spirally staircase around it. I thought it'd be better to just block off the water until I was done. Because what I want to do is I want to have the water fall exactly down the center of these of the stairs that I'm building here. And then what I'm going to do is take some some fences, whatever these things are called, and bring them down from the up above like this, like that, and have them basically like attached to the ceiling in here to kind of give it some character. And like these are basically like supporting the staircase as it's sort of spiraling down. And then what I'm doing is I'm removing some of the stone to make room for the staircase, to make it look like the staircase is essentially suspended by these fence posts, these supporting structures here. I gotta say, that looks cool. All right, I've gotten all of the stairs in. Now, the water needs to come right here, go here, and then drop off right there. So I think what I need to do is grab a couple of spruce, what are those things called? Trapdoors. Yeah, they're called trapdoors. So I got some spruce. Check it out. And then all I have to do, I think is break. Well, I don't love how this is looking right now. How am I going to do this? Okay. Let's see. I think if I break this one, it's going to go where I want it to. Yes, that's good. But then I don't like this right here. But I do like this. So what I need to do is something along these lines where we block that off. And then I'm going to break. No, it's like a corner. Huh. Looks like if I break that one, it should do it. And then if I put one here, then it'll go the way I want it to. I'm just gonna break that out. Water can be really super irritating sometimes to get it to do what you would expect it to do. That's okay. I think what I'm going to do is kind of dig this down a little bit. And then we're going to, like... See, the trouble is if you block it off in the wrong way, then it will, like, get mad at you and, like, do stupid things. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see if the bottom actually worked out the way we wanted to. Down here, what I wanted it to do was kind of hit this and then go down there where it originally went. All right, so here's one of the little areas that needs to be done. Actually, while I was building that staircase, I was coming back from the base area from getting the spruce wood, I think, and a creeper decided to creep and made this nice little hole for us. So if we can be mad about creepers, or we can just fill the little holes full of water and make a cool little pond. The other thing that I'm doing is if you bone meal these little vine thingy-mabobs, whatever they're called, the cave vines, and you take these little glow berries and you bone meal the cave vine, then you get the glow berry on there, and it's much better than just putting torches everywhere. It looks much better, and it looks very cavey, you know? So that's kind of what I'm doing here. I've planted some of these in hopes that they would grow berries on their own. So I'm just going to have to kind of, you know, do this here and there, just to kind of get some of the lighting up so we don't have any other happy accidents with holes that are created by creepers that we're not really anticipating having to create. So that's kind of why I'm doing this. So here's another water feature area that I wanted to do. So right in here, I just put some water. And then what I'm going to do is up in this little nook right here, I'm going to place a bucket there. And I'm hoping that that doesn't happen. Okay, we have some moss blocks. So just gonna... There we go. I got my the mini HUD light levels on just because I'm working on making sure that everything is lit up with our glow berries. You know, getting rid of torches, hopefully, is the goal. But it looks like everything in this area is pretty good. All right, we're back here at the entrance. Well, up here at the entrance, I guess. Not really back. I guess we're back because, anyway, why am I worried about the semantics of this right now? Like, anyway, I'm such a blockhead. Okay. I'm like, am I back? Am I up? Who cares? It's like, Hex, what are you talking about? Okay. What I wanted to do was build this little bridge right here. Kind of is going to take us this way and then over. Whoop, nope, up. Oh, goodness. What a blockhead. And then, did you guys see that? It happened again. Man, that's irritating. Okay. There we are. I want to get rid of that. And then I want to put this back in here because that's the block I was working with. Anyway, we're going to put a couple of stairs like that, I think. And then I want to, let's see, if I break that one, all heck is going to break loose. So I think what I'm going to do is replace that with a moss block, and then we can break these two. Do I have my shovel on me? Yes, my Hexcavator. I try to make all of my tools like have like a funny name that has my like gamer tag thingy in it. Gamer tag? Account name? Whatever you call it. Anyway, there we go. Okay. It's kind of cool to see this in spectator mode. In free cam or whatever. This is the tunnel we just built. The vertical one. It's really cool to see it in spectator mode. Free cam. Yeah, I don't know what... yeah, there's like block lines everywhere. It's bugging me. But it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. You can see all this stuff. There's the dripstone area that I like. Right in here. This type of room, I really like this type of room. We're going to build something in there. Because that's really cool. That is really cool. That. Look at our mother cave. Look at the mother cave. Look at it. It's amazing. That is fun. Well, guys and gals, that's all the time we have for today. This has been Hex. I hope you're having an amazing, awesome, beautiful day. I hope that you enjoyed this this little cave. I'm really liking it a lot. So, anyway. Hope you're having a great day. And God bless.